G'day guys, what's going on? Super Bro here. Today I'm going over my round 19 review. I scored 2,311. My team is a piece of shit. I've dropped in the ranks 2,389 spots, which is not ideal. SuperCoach this year hasn't worked out for me, unfortunately. My last trimester at university, this one at the moment, so I've kind of been focusing more on that. The team has been just horrible. The VC on Whitfield, not ideal. He got tagged a little bit throughout the game, I believe, so that wasn't great. And then I put the C on Hewitt, and I think that was his worst score of the year, honestly. Like a 73 was just pathetic from him. I don't know. He scored a 64 in there as well, but, just an absolute shocker from him, like just not great at all. Didn't expect it, to be honest. I thought they had a pretty nice matchup against Melbourne, but he just had a down game, so probably the worst captaincy score I've actually copped this year, so not ideal there. I probably should have took the VC option, but it is what it is. And then we got Rosie. I think he should be coming back this week. He was only a test last week, so should be right to come back into the side. There probably isn't any hurry for him to come back anyway, with the season being at the pointy end anyway, so Holmes was good, finally played in the midfield again this round, which was awesome, so 115 was pretty nice. Sinclair is bloody cheap, just looking at that. They've got a really nice run coming home, so if you don't have him, he's a bargain price this week, so definitely grab him if you can. Dale's come down in price as well, pretty cheap as well. Probably a VC consideration actually this week, you would imagine, against Essendon. Let's have a quick look at that matchup. I think it's like the easiest for defenders. There's kicks. Who is it? Yeah, Green. So yeah, pretty nice matchup there if you wanted to do a VC on Dale. Whitfield, who has he got? The Swans. Pretty interesting matchup. See how he goes. He hasn't been as good as we would have expected him to be. Super cheap as well, which is crazy. With the addition of Ash, down back, taking more responsibility this year, he's kind of dropped off a little bit. Then Callum Mills has been hit or miss, I guess. Like, he's good one week, terrible the next week. So be interesting to see how he goes for the rest of the year. Got a couple decent matchups, you would imagine, coming home for the season. And then we've got Bont, was pretty decent, honestly. 126 was nice. And then Dacos, I didn't actually watch this game closely. I went to the Cats game, which was nice, and then had a few with the family afterwards, so I missed out on the Collingwood game. He went nuts with a 169, and he's got Richmond this week, so licking your lips if you've for a C option, you would imagine, put the C on him there if it will come up. What's going on here? So yeah, it's probably a pretty obvious choice this week for a C option. I've got the 3 trades left, so I did use a trade last week. I traded Sherry to Andy Brayshaw, which probably wasn't the right call, but probably should have got Gorn in hindsight to get a few extra points. But yeah, Andy is he's like the number one midfielder, I think, in the competition for Supercoach anyway, so most points, I believe. Probably not anymore, but he was last week, so I grabbed him. Got that 117 average, and he's got West Coast this week, so he's another fine addition to the collection, eh? But Merritt has just been shocking, like, not his year, obviously. He's another one like Callum Mills, hit or miss, has a few good games against the badder teams, but then he comes up against good opposition, doesn't play that great, so what do you do about him? I think I've got no choice but to hold him, unfortunately. Andy's in VC considerations as well. So there's a few good options this week, it looks like. Hewitt against Hawthorn, probably wouldn't go there for a VC. What's his history like? Pretty average. So not too sure about him. What have we got? Neil's been he's starting to slow down this year, I guess, but nice matchup in Gold Coast, you would imagine. Got some good scores there from the past, so hoping for a 120 plus sort of game from him this week. And then Sarong played pretty well. Not too sure about if he got tagged or not, but 122 is good. He's come down a fair bit. And Docherty was pretty good in the Blues win, which was nice for them. They finally got a win 108. These were the sort of scores I was expecting from him when I first brought him into the side, but Yeah, I think he's starting to find some form. He's just had a few poor games in there with the 65 and 81, but yeah, interested to see how he goes for the remainder of the season. Yeah, it's not too sure if I want to trade him out yet. Still have a few rounds to go, so maybe later on. I could probably move on McCarthy at this point. I think he's nearly at his break even. Oh, he's got like 27. So he's still going to go up 30k. You could probably get rid of him if you wanted to. Jackson's come down in price, but he was pretty good to kick that goal at the end of the game. Got West Coast this week, so could be in for a monster score as well. So yeah, heaps of good options this week, especially if you got the Freo players. Witts had a bit of a down game. Honestly, could trade him out if I wanted to. Maybe grab Gorn if I want to do that. It's probably not the smartest thing. I still have to get a 23rd premium, so probably not ideal there. But I wonder if I can start playing with trades to get another guy in the 23rd spot. Probably wouldn't be too bad to do now. Witts, his run home's not too bad anyway, so I think I might just hold on to him. Bailey Smith, yeah, went to the game, didn't really notice him all that much closely. Like, didn't see him too much. Yeah, a bit of a down game from him. Hopefully he goes nuts against North Melbourne for us. That'd be pretty handy. And then McRae, I thought he would actually go nuts against us, honestly. Maybe because it was at GMHBA, it was a bit harder to score well. But yeah, got a dream run coming home. I think the Saints have got the best run for midfielders, so yeah, might even look at getting in Jack Steele if I can, actually. How much is he? Bit of a pod. I don't know how. I think he scored half decent, maybe. Did he score like 120 or something against us? 105, not too bad. But yeah, probably a bit of a pod. Might play with that if I can afford it. Don't think I can. What's his break even, actually? 83. So yeah, probably this week is the week you probably want to grab one of these St Kilda guys. Oh, well, Nas, Wangaleen Malia is actually just an actual beast, isn't he? Don't have him, unfortunately. So, yeah, he's someone that would be very nice to have in my side. He went 149, yeah, went nuts. So, yeah, got the easiest run. I'm not sure about Des Kick, though. How do they go? Yeah, pretty easy run, actually. So, looks like it's the easiest. So, yeah, the Saints have got some great opponents coming up for scoring wise anyway, so yeah, probably just want to try and aim to get in a Saints player. Not sure about Marshall though. How's he going? I don't think he went that great against us, honestly. St Kilda, got Melbourne, yeah, 2 rough opponents and then pretty easy run home, so probably not this week. How much is he? Fingers crossed he can get traded to the Cats at the end of the year, and then we can all start him as our number 1 ruckman. That would be pretty nice. He would be going nuts, but yeah, quite expensive for me anyway to be getting into the side. Rankin, yeah, he's just doing Rankin stuff, and Chad Warner had a bit of a good game this time, so that's all right. Petrarca, yeah, the man kind of looks a bit cooked at this rate. Don't know how his body's going, but yeah, pretty nice run as well coming home. So hopefully he can start turning up for us. He probably needs to go to a new club or something because he just isn't right. And then Shea Bolton hasn't been the greatest player. But yeah, got West Coast this week. I think it's one of his best opponents in terms of scoring. So probably just hold him at this rate. He's come down a fair bit in price. So a bit of a disaster pickup for me. And everyone else who's still got him, he's a bit underwhelming, not exciting to watch anymore, which is a bit sad because he's a good player. But yeah, hopefully he can go well for us. And then Archer May's coming up in price, probably the break even's catching up to him. We got Clark with the 61, which was nice. So yeah, he's at his break even basically, so I could probably get rid of him. And then McCarthy here still has another 30k to be made, so could actually just hold on to him for another week and then just maximise the cash out of him if I wanted to. But yeah, it looks like he's still going up pretty steadily in price, so not too sure what I can do for my side. What can I do? What if I trade McCarthy and then I've got to trade out Clark? Doesn't really give me enough cash for anything ideal. Oh, I've got about 573. what's available. So Gawn, yeah, Gawn's run starts to get pretty good here. Grundy is just probably should have tried to get him in last week. He's got an absolute god tier run as well coming home. So you're laughing if you own him. He's probably going to get the All Australian Blazers and now over Cherry at this rate. Because the run home is cooked. So yeah, pretty much a VCC option for every game he's got. Matt Rao, he's one of those guys I missed. I probably should have grabbed him at the price he was at. Pretty cheap. Just couldn't do it to myself after last year. And then Butters has had a bit of a down game here, so he's around his break even, so you could grab him. I don't know if it's worth it or not against Adelaide. Tom Green might be a smoky for the Brownlow at this rate, so got a good run as well. Probably try and cop. They'll probably tag him this week, you would imagine, but don't know what they're going to do to him. Like, not much, you would imagine. He's gone nuts, which is cooked. He got 197, sorry. That is actually insane. So, yeah, if you had the VC on him, you would be laughing because, great score from him. But, what options are there? What can I even afford at this rate? Who bloody knows? Just have a look and see if the bloody SuperCoach will load for me. Don't know why this happens, eh? We'll just have a quick little play around with some potential trade options here. Not too sure what I can come up with, if there's any good value or not. I think there is a fair bit of value. Jordan Dawson had a bit of a stinker, so that's unfortunate. Gawn is, obviously the clear value option at this rate. Got a nice run coming up now, so I probably want Gawn back in the side. Don't know how that's going to work. Can't really afford him. So that's not ideal. Jack Steele won't be able to afford him either. Tim Taranto, probably not. The Nank, I thought Nank had a god tier run home as well, but he hasn't really been performing that well. But the value options actually seem to be half decent. Tom Stewart got subbed out, so I'm not too sure what the go with him is, so that's interesting. We kind of just skip over Atkins. I don't know. No one really takes him too seriously, but I think he's leading the most tackles at the moment. But that's unfortunate. Colby McKercher had a bit of a down game, so he kind of caught up in points there from Docherty, I guess. Josh Worrell, bloody hell, he's gone up in price, and Daniel Curtin seems like he's going to win the bloody Rising Star at this rate pretty easily. Nick Martin's not playing anymore. Paddy Cripps has had a decent game, which is alright. Don't know if I can trust him. Was half keen on him. So, LDU's was someone that is pretty well priced, you would imagine. Hayden Young came back, but not really scoring well. Hopper scored pretty good. Cameron's in there. What do you reckon? He could kick 5+ goals every game? Maybe. He probably could. He likes to play against North Melbourne, I believe, and got some good scores in there. Could I do it? 445k for a forward, probably a bit too risky for my team, but I feel like I don't really have much choice going forward anyway. Who are the guys that I even want in my side? Not really sure. So there's Kane Farrell, probably not sure about how he's going to go with Rosie coming back anyway. There's a few value options, but don't really know if I want to be going for value at this point in the season, hey? Probably, so Sweet got bloody 200 points, which is just absurd. Don't know how the hell he's done that, which is crazy, but that's no good. Who else is there? Rowbottom. Nah. Harley Reid played alright. Nah, it's going pretty deep into the value options here. Tanner Bruin, what happened to him? He hasn't played all season. Bloody hell. Don't actually know what's going on with that bloke, but that's unfortunate. Anyway, not really sure who I can trade. It probably is the smart thing to do is just to wait a week maybe. Wait until McCarthy goes up another 30k and then I'll make a move after that. That's probably the smart thing to do because I can't really do much at the moment. Don't really want any of these guys anyway. And it's at that awkward price point where the players that I want, I'll only have about 70k left over. So I think for me personally, I think I'll just hold off the trades this week and yeah, next week maybe is when I will do another 2 trades, maybe when these guys go up a little bit more in price. But yeah, for the moment, I think the clear VC, well, it's not clear this week actually. There's a few good options. You probably go with the VC on Jackson against Flynn. If it is Flynn, maybe they play 2 rucks. That's probably something we just want to monitor. And then we just put the C on Dacos after a 169. I think that makes the most sense, sorry. But yeah, there's a few other guys here that are pretty good choices, like Sarong and Brayshaw. Could you do a Lockie Neal? Not too sure. There's also Bontempelli actually against Essendon, so he might go nuts as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a wait and see sort of situation. You've got if you got Grundy, he's in the mix as well. But for me, I think for the highest ceiling, maybe I go Jackson into Dacos, or you could do a Bontempelli instead. What is Dacos's history like? Pretty decent. Just have a quick look. The matchups. So Freo, where are they? Yeah, you got a green matchup there. So Sarong or Brayshaw's pretty safe. What about the Bulldogs? Yeah, Essendon green matchup. Yeah, it's just a matter of who, like, a bit of a flip of the coin, basically, what you want to do there. What was it, Freo? West Coast, yep. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm feeling, a VC on Jackson and C on Dacos, which probably makes the most sense there. But yeah, I'll probably put the C on Bont in draft just to. It feels weird if I don't put the C on him. But yeah, I think that Bont could easily go 170, but then again, Jackson might go pretty good as well. So I think I'll just do Jackson into Dacos for the moment. Anyway, wait until the team sheets get announced and then make the final decision there. But yeah, probably won't make the trades. Do the trades next week, I think. Wait for the players to start to drop in price and see how they go. Got the win against Healing Hikes Australia, which was good. Immortal Wizard, so still in touch. I think the finals start next week for us. So yeah, got a few narrow wins this week, which is good. Hopefully I can break into the top 8. Have a quick look who's even in there. I think I'm only 1 game short. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I can't get into my own bloody league's top 8. Yeah, just a bit of a down season, but yeah, Kobe's obviously clear on top there, so yeah, not too far away from the pack. If like Verns loses or Jack or Joel even lose, might be in for a shot of making the top 8. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we go this week. We have a quick look. Can we see the matchups? Is there like a matchup where someone has to lose, maybe? Why can't I see the matchups? Oh, yep. So, what about 7th and 8th? Is there any of those? Yeah, I might be in trouble here. Malteser, Geezer, and David. Yeah, that could be my entry point if one of those guys lose. But I still think that he's higher than me in points. Yeah, Davidson. Yeah. Who knows, eh? I have to just wait and see if I can get in my own bloody league. And yeah, the tipping, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys as well for getting me to the 700 subscribers. Appreciate the love and support from you guys, obviously. I got the 7 out of 9 tips, so I think I'm actually doing half decent in that. So on top there. So yeah, obviously these guys are probably Tony and Mallers that have dropped off, Stevie G. But yeah, somehow on top, see how that goes at the end of the week. I'll do a few tips now. Probably will go. Oh, this is a tough one, isn't it? The Blues. It's a bit of a danger game for the Hawks, but might just go with the Hawks to be safe. Obviously, the Doggies are most likely to win that for their chances of making the top 8. Swans and GWS. GWS look like they're in pretty good form, but I would imagine it'd be a bit of a tight game. I'll go 10 points for them. And then Yeah, so surely the Gold Coast won't come good against the Lions after a belting. But who knows? It's pretty interesting to see that game, see how they come back and respond. Dockers, obviously, the Catters hopefully can win. Probably be a bit of a closer game than I'd expect, but yeah, just one of those ones we need to bank. And yeah, the Power, it's probably another close game for the showdown, you would imagine. But yeah, you would imagine the Crows will get over the line there. Got the Pies, obviously, and the Sainers, probably. So yeah, it looks like a pretty decent week. But yeah, could be wrong with a few of them. But got the 7 tips last week, so that was that. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys are going better than me. Hopefully you haven't given up just yet. I'm pretty close to giving up, but you know, it is what it is. You just got to stick it out in these rounds, see what can happen at the end of the year when everyone runs out of trades and injuries happen. Maybe you can climb in the ranks there, but it's unlikely for me that I'm going to climb much further than the 10K. So hopefully I can break into the 10K by the end of the season. But yeah, having a bit of a shocking one this season. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys are going, what your rank is. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.